Yo, what's going on, guys? Last video we did, man, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were going out or something, or doing something, getting ready for Big Bass Bash, or getting ready for a trip or something, I don't know. Told you we were going to do something cool, which we did, so, I got back. It's been 2 weeks. We went on a 8-day family vacation. Wife and I took her parents, her brother, sister-in-law, and our nephews. We took them all up to Gatlinburg, Smoky Mountain National Park. Spent 8 days there. Got a house. They've never been. We had a blast. Just hiking, hanging out, playing mini golf, going to cool eateries. Just hanging out with family for the whole week. It was cool. Just a good family vacation for everybody. I was going to take some video, but honestly, man, we were so busy, and the nephews were pretty much hanging all over me for 5 days, so it's kind of hard to do any kind of video or stuff. I got a lot of photos and stuff, but video was just kind of a pain. After that, we drove back Friday morning, got back at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got home, and I turned right around. I did some laundry, mowed the lawn, cleaned the house, got stuff ready, unpacked, packed. From warm weather down in the Smoky Mountains to freezing cold weather. My buddy Tim and I went up to northern Michigan. We were like Traverse City area, North Michigan. It was really cold. We had an opportunity to go fish with Jonathan Van Dam, JVD, as some of you guys know. We went up there we left Saturday afternoon, so we left the day after I got back. We left Saturday afternoon, drove 5 or 6 hours. Crashed somewhere in southern Michigan, and then we drove in Sunday morning, went straight to one of the lakes that we heard was good. Took my buddy's boat and truck, so I didn't have to drag my rig out since we've been doing that for the last couple of years. We went to one of the lakes that was loaded with smallmouth. Kind of didn't work out. But just not knowing the area, I didn't know where to go. And there was a smaller lake, so we graphed. We found some fish on the graph, but we couldn't get them to bite. The weather was changing. It was pretty cold, windy, blowing. They had snow that morning when we drove in. Snow, dude. Really? Snow? It's the earliest I've seen snow in 20 years. They had snow on houses, cars, the grass. It was pretty miserable. So we got to one lake. Then we pulled out and went to another lake. And it was right down the street. Cool freaking area, man. You could fish 20 lakes. I mean, it's really neat. Fished the second lake, and I got to the second lake, and I found some like deeper cuts or breaks, and you know, that 12 to 15 foot. Started graphing them. We found a school of fish, and we caught like 6 in a row. It was awesome. Then the bite kind of shut off because we were fishing in the late afternoon. We only had a couple hours, maybe 2 hours to find some fish. So we found a half dozen fish. All solid fish, was cool. But then we went home, back to the house we were renting on this little private lake and stuff. Pretty cool little area. And then the next day we went back to that same lake because I knew there was fish there. There's other areas I wanted to look at. There's like sunken islands and sunken humps and stuff like that where I knew fish would be this time of year, especially with it being bluebird skies on Monday. So we rolled out and went there early in the morning. It was like 38 in the morning, maybe 40. A beautiful day, though. It turned out to be like 56, 57 degrees. There's still a little wind. It wasn't bad that day. That was the only day we didn't have any wind. The day before, it was howling. I mean, it was blowing like 20, 25 all day. So we caught some fish. We ended up with like 15 fish on the Omega X-Head, Exo swim bait, crankbait, rattle trap, and an A-rig. So that day was killer. Then we went back and met up with JVD that week, and he took us out to this other lake. And God, it was horrible. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong. The three of us had a blast for 10 hours, whatever how long we fished. It was cold in the morning. We got to the ramp, and it was already blowing 30 plus, and it didn't stop. It just kept blowing 30 plus, white capping everywhere. So we tried to find some fish. My buddy Tim and JVD caught 2 studs on the A-rig. Jonathan caught his on an A-rig, and my buddy first cast on his, I think it was a Bandit dredger. something like that, in like a perch color. First cast caught a giant on that. They were both over 4.5, 5 pounds. I mean, they were great fish. I'll post some pictures up here, maybe like right here, over here somewhere. But you know, it was tough. I mean, you know, we went up and find some other calm water, and it just wasn't on this lake. So we just fought the wind all day long. It sucked. We had waves just crashing and just, I mean, bouncing up and down all day. I didn't actually get to fish the entire day. It was the only time I've never caught fish in, like, I mean, it's been forever. Even my buddy gave me crap because he's like, man, you're the vacuum. You used to catch fish. And I just didn't catch any fish. I don't know what happened, but they were really tough. The next day we went out and we whacked them. We had probably 6 walleye in the first 20 minutes. Caught a bunch of smallmouth. It was still tough. It was still blowing pretty good, but we caught them. Let me see what else catch them on. I got baits, you know, that we caught them on. Of course, the A-rig. You know, A-rig always catch them. This time of year, it's the A-rig. You can see the A-rig right here. Killer. Bunch of dummies. Bull contact, stuff like that. It was the color they were using. I was using like 1/4 ounce heads, stuff like that. And then I was throwing the Exo Swim. Let's see if I can get up in the boat. Exo Swim on one of these rods. I mean, it was fun nonetheless, but catching them on stuff. Caught them on square bills, rattle traps. Where's the rattle trap at? So this is what I was doing. So this is one of the rattle traps. So I'm throwing a duo Realis rattle trap. Awesome bait. Awesome rattle trap. Let me see it. It's the duo rattle trap. You can rail it in. What I was doing, I was pretty much using like a silver buddy. I would throw it out, let it hit the bottom, and then I would just lift my rod up and let it vibrate, drop it, vibrate, and drop it. Just trying to keep it like, you know, Jonathan had a bunch of silver buddies or blade baits and stuff like that, and he would just pick it up and drop it, pick it up and drop it. I didn't bring any blade baits. They were actually in the truck. So I left those in there, but I had a bunch of duos because I knew I've used them before to blade bait them, snap them out of grass, do all that kind of stuff. So I would throw it out, cast it out, hit its bottom, jerk it up, twitch it up, flutter it down, and it would come back down, shut her down. Caught some smallmouth like that. My other bait we were killing them on was the Exo Swim. Good bait. They were pretty much eating. Where did that bait go? They were eating minnows the whole time. This bait right here. Try and get out of the light so you guys don't get blinded. This bait right here. It's custom painted X head that I did. This is in my like shifty shad color. I actually was throwing a pink one that I do. It's my smallest master color, if you guys seen that. It's the pink with the pearl belly, but it's this one right here with the fighter shad. It works perfect. It fits in the head perfectly. We actually molded this head around this bait or a swim bait of this size to fit up in there. It will not pull off. It tracks perfect. Big hook on it. You know, it comes right out at the bottom of the little indentation here. But this is what I was using most of the time. I would either swim it and tick the grass, or I was snapping it, just jigging it vertical. So I would let it hit the bottom and snap it up and let it flutter and snap it up and let it flutter, and they would whack the heck out of it. But those are pretty much the only baits. We kept it really simple. They were not on a Ned rig. They weren't on a jig. They weren't on a tube. They wanted bait, and that's what we caught them on. But it was a fun week, man. It was cool fishing with a guy that fishes strictly for a living. I mean, he fishes the Elite Series, so it was pretty neat to see him. Other than that, man, I'm going to hopefully go fishing tomorrow, maybe. It's been pretty nice out, so before all the rain comes. But smash the thumbs up. Also, check it out. GH Customs hoodies. GH Customs hoodies on the side here. I think we're coming back with them. I'm hoping to keep them around 30 to 35 bucks each. Smash that thumbs up. Smash a like. Subscribe. Share it up, guys. We're going to do a giveaway here soon. We'll talk to you guys later.